Hi everyone, it's Leanne, and thanks for joining me. Um, I have 10 days planned to do a project every day. Not sure when I'm starting, but I'll let you know. It's going to be a project a day, and for the week, Monday to Friday, and I'll have the weekend off to plan my next projects and so forth. And we're going to do 10 days of projects. Now, I'm not going to name them all because they could be fluid, they could change. So, but I do have the first project I'm doing. Now, these projects are all designed that my last project, and I'll say day 10, will be a journal. And in that journal, or it might be 9 and 10, if you know what I mean. I might make it in 9 and 10. We may decorate it. And what we're going to decorate is all the stuff we've made in those 10 days, or those 8 days, or 9 days. So that's what I'm planning on doing. This is my first project, and I'm very nervous because I've never done this before. Planned a project every single day. I have done 2 or 3 projects in one afternoon, but I haven't done religiously one every day, Monday to Friday. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to put it into our journal that we make. Okay, so I think we'll kick off and start off with the first project. Now, it will require my sewing machine, but I'm not going to do that live because I have my sewing machine in another room. It's a brand new one that I bought, like I said, and but I may bring it in, so bear with me on that. Okay, the first project I'm going to do for day 1, which is Monday, and it'll be Monday the 31st, I think. What are we in? July. 30 days, no, June. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. So 30 days has September, April, June. Right, so we're into January, February, March, April, May, June. So we're into June, so it's the last day today. So tomorrow will be the 1st. I hope I got that right. So my first project is fabric clusters. Now, I'm doing this to put in my journal, of course. That's obvious. And I have come up with a little plan of fabric scraps that I've got, and any embellishments that I can find that I've got in my drawers to get rid of everything. I've left the little hairs on, as you can see. You can trim it up and make them nice and small or nice and long. I like them, actually, I like them long, but I've kept this one short because it's only a little cluster. So there, I've used 3 fabrics. I've also backed it with some vintage paper. Look at all my sewing. Ooh, bad. Not too bad. And I've zigzagged all around it. Excuse me. And I have zigzagged across the butterfly. Okay. So this is our first project. Getting some fabric scraps. Also doing backing with some vintage paper. That one's there is vintage paper. As you can see, wowie, ooh. And this is another one. Now what I've done is I've tried to use as much scraps as I have, and embellishments and little bits of lace and things like that as well. Now this is a word, raspberry, and I put it on there because it reminded me of raspberry. So they're the 2 different types that I've done. Now, the reason I backed it with some vintage paper is in your journal it will sit flat like that, very flat. So that's why I've done it that way. Right, now I'll just show you another one. Now this is ready for sewing. And I've used 3 fabric scraps, put it together like patchwork with a bit of lace and a beautiful piece or coffee pot ephemera. This one's another one. I've just pegged it. 3 fabric scraps backed on some vintage paper, and I have a little piece of ephemera on that one as well. So that'll be sweet. So we've got them 2 to do. I'm going to do them on my sewing machine. Let me just put this pin inside my glue so it doesn't glug up. There we go. Okay, so we've done those 2. I've got to do these 2. Let's get some more fabric scraps. I have cut out some here. Right. I see. Okay. So let's take this one. Now this is just a beautiful piece of old material, and it is old. I've had it for many, many years. Okay, let's put our... Now you may have to cut some of these a bit squarer because I try to use my, what do you call it? You know, this thing. And I can use it, but, you know, it takes a while to get used to something like that. You know, you've got to cut straight. And now let me just cut this straight because it's not straight. I can use my roller, but how about we just do it by eye. Now there's a nice little square. I'll just take a tiny bit off that. There we go. So I've got that fabric scrap there. Now decorating. How would we like to decorate it? Well, there's all sorts of ways of decorating it. Now I have got some of these leafy things. I'm just wondering if one of these would look nice on it. Try everything, because some things might look nicer than others, and if you don't try it, you'll miss out on whether they look good or not. Right, dogs are barking. I'm just going to try and cut that top off. Right. Oh, there's one. But I'm going to try this tiny little one because it's a very tiny little piece of scrap. You know what? I think it needs more. So let's give it some more. Right. Let's give it about 3. Let's see what that looks like. We may have to cut it because I don't want it overtaking the whole scraps because they look rather pretty. Now that looks very interesting. I wonder if 2 would be more sufficient on there rather than 3. Let's try it. What's it gonna harm? Okay. There we go. Well, that looks rather nice. I like that, so I'm going to use it. Let's pin it. Except I haven't got my fabric scrap. I haven't got my material, no, my paper scrap for backing. So let's just back it with this. You don't have to back it perfectly. You can trim it off when you've sewn it. But I'm going to sort of do it at the very start properly. So there we've got our backing on it. Oops, now how are we going to use this? This is going to be hard. Right, now I need some clips. Let me just see beside me if there's any. I did have some. Well, I do not know where they are. Let's use some pins. Okay, there we go. So there's another one. Isn't that cute? That's 3 we have to do. Let's continue on. What's this one? Right, it's another butterfly. And we've got some beautiful scraps here that I've already cut. That's a bed sheet, and this is beautiful upholstery. And that's a beautiful colour there as well. Okay, let's back it on some paper. Whoops. Here we go. There we go. And we go this way, don't we? Okay. I had my grandson this weekend, and it was great. He was in a happier mood because his teething is halted temporarily. So he's going, well, he's a little happier, I think. He did have the flu really bad, and he was miserable with it. It's really getting on his nerves. So, there we go. That's not too bad, is it? Right, that's good. Now, let's put this butterfly on it because I had it sitting there with it, and it looks rather nice. Okay, these are very fiddly jobs, but they're well worth it. You get these beautiful handmade ephemera pieces, and they're gorgeous. Okay. Alright, so there's that one. Pretty, yes, all pretty. Okay, with these as well, I forgot to say, I was going to sew a button on with some embroidery cotton, and I'm still going to do that. I'm going to put a tiny little one there, just to change it up, just to make it a little bit different to what some of them are. Okay, what else have I got here? Okay, so these are quite really simple to make. Just fabric scraps. Oops, drop that. Let me just pick it up. And, oh dear. Sorry about that. Fabric scraps. And all you have to do is cut them a little squarish. I suppose you don't have to, but it all depends. But these are fabric scraps, and they're made into like little clusters, and I made them and designed them particularly to go into your journals. Our journal. Right. It's not too bad. Right. Now, I have got some of this. Now, this is interesting. Let me just see why that's not working. Is it because I have this here? Maybe. Is that how it went originally? I think it did. Okay, I changed it back. Okay, so there we go. We've got a fabric cluster with some beautiful trim on it there. And I think that that looks really, really nice. I don't think it needs anything else. It's quite pretty. And these are going to look fabulous in your books, in your journal. Right, let me just put on some paper. I keep forgetting to do that. Right, here's some here. Okay, there we go. And then let's put our beautiful trim on. Right, it goes just there. Okay, let's just cut out the back. Okay, so there's another one. Okay, so we've got that to sew. Right, have we got any more? Yes, we do. Right, this is an interesting one. I thought I would, and I think we might use some of that. Let's see what we've got here. I've got 3 scraps of this beautiful sheet. This is a vintage sheet. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. That's terrible. Alright, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 pieces here. Now I was thinking about making it into some sort of cluster. Now let me see if I've got some more fabric. Right, here's some more. And I am going to halve this. Try and put that there. I'm going to put my fabric in here. Spread it out. Fold that back over. Maybe it's too big at the front. Let's fold it back over. Yeah, that's better. Right, so I've got that. So you've got these 3 flaps. And I've got the one across the top. We can put some of this in it. It might look nice, crochet. Yep, I like that. I will cut it straight. Put the fabric down so we can machine sew it. I will put that there. Just like that. Let's get a pin just to hold it down. Okay. Right. So I've got that cluster. I'm just going to have it like that in my journal, just sitting flat like that. I'm not going to put any paper on the back on this one because it's flip, so you can flip it up like this, and you can decorate it with whatever you want on the front. Now, how about we use something from here? I've got these crowns that look rather nice. Maybe that one right at the back, crown. Nope. I thought that might look nice there, but it's not going to be. So we can put on our flaps different perfume bottles. For instance, this one here. What's this? This one. Face wash. Okay, let's put the face wash there too. Actually, that's going to be too big. So let's put this little handbag here. It's cute. Now you can put it on the edge so we can see it when it's on its flap. Yeah, I do like that way. That would look good. So I think that's how I'll machine it that way. But before I machine sew the top, I think I will machine sew these on individually first. Yep, that's what we'll do. And I don't mind the crochet. It's quite nice. Just see if another one look good. Nah. No. Try everything because you never know. Never know. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to machine sew that one. That one is a big one. Now, do we have one more left? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's... Right, so that goes that way. And then we've got the red. Or, yeah. The red one going that way. And this one going this way. Hard to tell. That looks alright though. We can cut it off. There we go. Straighten it up. Put that one right there. Okay, so I've got that little cluster there. You can also use pictures, like here's a picture. That would look nice as well. What else? Labels, I suppose. Now labels, I didn't pull any of them out. Let's put our beautiful crochet there. And although that looks nice, I'm not going to use it. That looks nice just on top as well, doesn't it? Oh, what's this, a bird cage? Right, it's got words everywhere here. Maybe just a word. About this one, generous. That looks alright just there. Oh, I forgot I had lace. I've got lace everywhere. Let me just see what this purple lace looks like. It's an old vintage lace. I've had it for years and years and years. Now, considering there's some purple fabric I just threw on there, that might be nice as well. No, I don't think so. Let me just see here. We put that fabric there and then we could put the lace there. What does that look like? I like it. and so I'm going to keep it. I'll just get some paper and cut this out. Okay. Okay. There we go. So that would look nice there. Maybe I could offset that. That would look nice. Right. So there. Yep. I think that looks quite nice. Let me see if I can get this up a bit. So there's all sorts of different things you could do with these little clusters. You can do almost anything. I'm just making randomly some things. I haven't seen anyone else's videos. I haven't looked on Pinterest. I haven't done anything. I've just decided to use my own brain for a change and just do some things my way, because we all got our own way, haven't we? Gosh, do you think I could get that on there? Is it possible? Okay, not even going to try. This is falling down, so we have to fix it back up. I can go across there. Okay. I wonder if anything else would fit nicely, something more feminine. No, I won't worry about it. I can sew a button on and all sorts of stuff, and that's what we will do. Okay, let's put our cluster down. Our cluster of fabric. And this is fiddly, but it's well worth it, because in the end you have these beautiful handmade clusters, and they really look nice when they're sewn up. They really look pretty. Okay, we'll have to do that and hold it, and they will look good in your journal. There's another one. Oops, I should show you. I may put down, as I said, some buttons in that. I'm going to sew them on with a bit of embroidery, but I will show you them. So what I'm off to doing now is going to the sewing machine and seeing what I can do. See, there's another piece. Let me see if I can put that on as well. That look good underneath. Yeah, I like that. I'll leave the purple one off. Okay, and I may decide to do something else with these as well, because I'm just looking at them and I'm not sure about it. I do love that cluster, the design of it. There's just 3 flaps and the top. Now we could do something really big with that. Not sure what, but something, you know, that even that looks really, really good. I like that. Or maybe this one, because it's taller. Yeah, that one looks even better. Let's just cut off the bottom. Okay. Yep, I'm impressed with that. Just on one side. That would look very interesting in our books. Right, so we've got our two here. I will embroidery with some cotton, and put those buttons on, and they will be finished, those two. And then I'm going to machine sew them, and then we will come back. So see you soon. Right, I'm back, and I have machine sewed all of them. And as you can see, they're there. All the patch work of putting the pieces of paper together. And doesn't seem many, but I've got a lot more there I can do, but this is enough for one journal. With the flap here on this one, I added some lace I just found, and there's that beautiful one there, but these are just flips, and you can put little photographs on some of them and let them be covered up by the flip, so it's quite pretty. Then there's this one, got some of that braid on it, and then we've got this with the little flower on it. In actual fact, I might go that way better. Okay, those little ones. This is one with some ephemera on it. They've still got cotton on these. I've left all the little threads, but there's some big ones left. Anyway, there you go. It's backed with paper. That looks sweet. This looks sweet. Focus is not very good today. There's that one. Still got cotton all over it. I wonder where that's from. There we go. This one I'm going to sew a button on. Okay, so put the pink button there. Okay, and I'm going to sew the buttons on these as well. I will be right back. Someone's at the door. Okay, I am back, and I have got all the buttons sewn on here, and I've put one there as well. So they're the first day project, patchwork clusters, and some embellishments on them. There's the button one. I'll just show you. Cute little buttons. They're baby buttons. Right, I'm just going to pull out this junk journal and see how it will fit into our junk journal when we make it. Right. I suppose, well, this is a cluster. It could go right there with a, what do you call it, paper clip right there. It could go, you could glue it down, or you could back it with some paper and glue it down. Anywhere on the page. I would most likely put it down here so I can reach it easily. And you could put some photographs on here. I've got some photographs out of that small. I might do that. Excuse me. But that's the cluster. So I'd probably put a paper clip on it. Then you can take it off. But it really looks good in the journal. I like that. Now these can be little embellishments in themselves on anything. It's on some beautiful paper. Let me get a page. It might be better. See, they'd look good on a page. You can put them on some envelopes in the corner, or some pockets. Yeah, pockets in the corner as a little embellishment. There's an envelope there. You could possibly put it on envelope in the corner, just in the corner. That would look nice. You could put it on a tag in the middle like that. That would look nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so that's what you could use it for. So we've got them. Same as these. This cluster here, you could use a paper clip once again, but you could also put it on an envelope and use it as an embellishment. You could put it on a big pocket. That would look good. What's that? That's an envelope too. See, so you could put it on there as well. But anyway, they all look rather nice, and you know, you could do almost anything with them. So that's our first project, and I really love them, particularly the paper on the back, the vintage paper. It makes it sit flatter, and I like the buttons on it too. That could be a tuck spot, something in there, like that. It could be a pocket, a small pocket. Could put a little tag in there or something. So they're all quite pretty in themselves. These are nice. They've got those beautiful tsunami rose embellishments. They really look good. I like them. Here is a butterfly, and I see that would look good in a journal. It'd look good in a garden journal. It'd look good on an envelope. Very pretty. And then this one's more decorative. It's got the beautiful braid on it, and that would look good also anywhere. Tuck spot under there. Could be a little pocket, a little tiny miniature one in a small journal. That would look good. So that's our first project. So that was really good. So you could try them. Make sure it's backed with some paper because it sits flatter. So there we go. So there's our first day. Day 1 of 10 days of projects for a junk journal. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I will see you soon. Please take care, everyone. See you in the next video.